Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a look for you that is very feminine, very glamorous, very gorgeous, very sparkly, and dare I say girly. I'm not going to be doing this look on myself, however. I have an absolutely gorgeous model with us today, and her name is Tanvi. And when we first met, I thought she was a goddess, so I immediately related with her. And we met here in London just around the time that she had finished her master's degree in medical anthropology. And I was able to get her in the studio just before she left for law school in Canada. So she's super gorgeous, super well educated, and I wish her the very best of luck. And I hope you enjoy the look. I began by applying a light layer of MAC Cosmetics Face and Body Foundation in the shade C4. Then I applied MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC20 to the highlights of the face, the under eye, and anywhere that needed a tiny little bit of concealing. Now I am taking Supercover's Ultimate Foundation in the shade 22 to sculpt, contour, and shape the face. I'm working the product from the ear inwards to the face. And with a clean brush, begin to blend all of those edges, ensuring seamlessness. Then I'm going back in with the brush that I used to apply the base just to ensure no harshness. Now taking Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Pearl, and I am applying it quite liberally and patting it in. As it is quite a thin texture, I am building it up on the highest point of the cheekbone and going back and blending that in. And with patting motions, I am building the product up, giving the cheeks a beautiful luminescence. And blend again. Then I am taking Ben Eye's Luxury Powder in the shade Banana and Inglot's Mattifying Loose Powder, mixing the two together. And I am not going to set the face entirely, I am just applying it to the highlights and the high points of the face. And I am only applying that powder to the center of the face as well as the high points. And building that up lightly, reducing any unwanted shine, and buffing some of that powder mix through the eyelids to serve as a base. Then I am applying a light amount of Urban Decay's Primer Potion to the eyelids. Then I am taking MAC Cosmetics Powder Eyeshadow in the shade Soft Brown and buffing that through the eye socket, following Tanvi's natural eye shape, beginning to blend the shadow upwards and outwards towards the temple, elongating the eye. And completing the same steps on the other eye, building up very slowly, and then buffing through the sockets with a clean socket brush to ensure seamlessness. Then I am taking MAC Cosmetics Powder Eyeshadow in the shade Espresso and applying that through and into the socket, building up in layers and continuing to blend each addition, slowly sculpting from the outside of the eye through the socket into the inside of the eye. By building up very gradually and blending each and every stage you apply, you create a very seamless gradient and transition of color. Then I am applying MAC Cosmetics Powder Eyeshadow in the shade Brûlée under the eyebrow just to soften the edges of what we have applied, and working that from the outer corner into the inner corner, and buffing over with a clean blending brush just to ensure seamlessness. Going in with a pencil brush, I am applying some of MAC Cosmetics Powder Eyeshadow in the shade Soft Brown from before, applying quite a strong amount of it, ever so slightly adding definition, and with a larger blending brush, just blending over what we have applied to ensure no harshness. These small steps lay the foundations for the rest of the eye look, and with the same blending brush, working the colour from the underneath of the eye round into the socket, connecting the eyeshadow in the socket, the eyelid, and the underneath of the eye. Then on a much smaller pencil brush, I am applying some of MAC Cosmetics Powder Eyeshadow in the shade Brun to the lower lash line, concentrating more so at the outer corner of the eye, and working inward. Then taking a pointed blending brush and blurring those edges. Then on the same pencil brush, I am taking some of that brown eyeshadow and additionally applying a little bit more of that brown colour and working it inward to the inner corner, building up intensity and definition. Then applying that brown colour on the upper lash line, working it into the roots of the lashes, and building that colour upwards at the outer corner, creating an almost implicit wing. greatly defining and smoking the eyes. Now I'm taking this incredibly beautiful Illamasqua Pure Pigment in the shade Ore, which is this absolutely gorgeous, sparkly, antique gold, an incredibly chic colour, and applying it dry to the eyes with a concealer brush, holding a tissue to the face to prevent any fall down. Slowly and gently, delicately applying this colour onto the eyelid in soft patting motions, and building up in layers slowly, then applying a tiny bit of it through the socket, just to soften the edge, so that there are no harsh lines, as I did not want to create a cut crease. Continuing to build up colour opacity. Softening inward at the outer corner with some brown eyeshadow. I felt for this look, jet black gel eyeliner would serve as being far too severe, so I went in and applied a brown gel eyeliner. This one is Dip Down by MAC Cosmetics, and really worked and smudged it into the lower lashes, but concentrating intensity at the outer corner of the eyes. Then I am applying the Balm's What's Your Type mascara and giving the upper and lower lashes a very liberal coat of mascara, and going in with a disposable mascara wand to remove any excess, and really applying a great amount of mascara to the upper lashes. However, on the lower lashes, applying a good coat of mascara to the lashes, but focusing main intensity on the eyelashes nearest the outer corner. And for added definition and drama, you can really smudge the mascara into the roots of the lashes. Then I am applying a set of eyelashes from the Prima Lash Basics range to the eyes, using duo adhesive. I am then applying them to the lash line, allowing the glue to dry clear. These lashes really define and lift Tanvi's incredible eyes. And then to be safe, I am then taking some of Bourjois liquid eyeliner and drawing over the glue that has still not dried clear, ensuring that it is black. With the eyes now complete, I am then going in and applying some of MAC Cosmetics Matte Bronze, and applying it as a bronzer and a contour. So I'm taking it across the forehead, into the temples, across the cheekbones, and sculpting the cheekbones with that shade. Then I am contouring the nose ever so slightly with it. This step is purely decorative, as Tanvi has a perfect nose. As this is a considerably more precise brush, I am then applying some of that colour into the temples. It just lifts and elongates the eye. Then I am going in with MAC Cosmetics Powder Blusher in the shade Blush Baby, and applying it liberally to the cheeks just to warm the look up, adding a hue of colour. Then going in with our powder brush from before, simply to mute that down. Then I am applying the Balm's Mary Luminizer for highlight, and applying a liberal amount of that product to the high points of the cheekbones and slightly onto the cheek, and a tiny amount of it to the forehead, then muting it down slightly with some powder. Now I am applying some of MAC Cosmetics Lip Pencil in the shade Spice. Following the natural lip line, but overdrawing ever so slightly just to enhance the lips. Just overdrawing ever so slightly, but following the natural lip line, then filling in the lips entirely with the pencil. Then I am applying some of Supercover's lipstick in the shade Natural, then layering on top of that some of Sleek Makeup's lipstick in the shade Liqueur. Then just to lift the lips, I am applying this nude lipstick by the Balm in the shade My Bills Be Paid, mainly to the centre of the lips, encouraging them to look more full. Then on a pointed pencil brush, I am highlighting the inner corners of the eye and taking it slightly onto the lid with this gorgeous pressed pigment by MAC Cosmetics in the shade Light Touch. Then I am applying a slight amount of it to the tip of the nose, just ever so slightly. Applying an additional bit of brown eyeshadow to the lower lash line, just to smoke everything in, and applying an additional amount of that pigment to the eyes to intensify the eyes. I really like Tanvi's eyebrows as they are, so I'm only going to apply a small amount of MAC's Brow Set to the eyebrows, just to keep all the hairs in place. With all aspects of the look now complete, the look really showcases and shows off Tanvi's incredible looks and bone structure. It is a very full-on and glamorous look, yet refined and enchanting. So that more or less completes the look. Thank you very much for coming today. I thoroughly enjoyed it and you look marvellous.
Thank you so much. I've really enjoyed my time as well and learned a lot.
Oh, well, I'm glad, I'm glad.
Thanks.
But bye-bye.